Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another FPL Expectations deadline stream with myself, FPL Nitro. You're probably getting sick of seeing us so quickly in the span of a few hours. This is the we've had a stream 24 hours ago, exactly 24 hours ago, and here we are again with the Game Week 17 preview. We're going to be looking over the fixtures coming up. There's a lot to cover as there are some COVID outbreaks that are causing some issues for teams. So do stay tuned. We're going to give score predictions as well, and we'd love to have your engagement in that segment as well. As always, I'm not alone. I am joined by a couple of people. One of them is having technical difficulties, but right now we have FPL Swing here. Swing, how are you doing?
All right, I'm great. Great to be back. A fresh face for tonight. And where is
always
Sam?
Great to have you here.
Where is Sam?
Yeah, well, that is another question amidst a lot of other questions. Where is Sam? Sam, as always, is experiencing technical difficulties. We might not see him for tonight, and that might be a very unfortunate situation. But we thank you for bearing with us. We'll just go as it is, Swing. Just you and me.
All right.
Back in the day. All right. So first up, if Sam does pop up and it manages to work, then we'll make it work. We'll start off with Swang's Game Week 17 preview. I don't know if you've made any transfers, Swang, but feel free, just talk us through thoughts, doubts, any moves you may or may not have made. And just talk us through.
Right. Let me just. So I made one transfer. I got rid of Armstrong for Dennis. And I did it before I knew that the merit game was going to be possible. Right now, I don't have a bench, and I'm thinking of a -8 within the next few hours. Right now, I don't have a choice to who to start anyway, so this is my team, and hopefully Livramento can make it.
So it would be Livramento and then Ronaldo on your bench, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Ronaldo's on the bench.
The Dallo is there as well.
Yeah, it's a bad thing when you have two players from the same team.
Yeah, I mean that's a bit unfortunate because no one really could have predicted this, right?
Yeah, this is. Yeah, who knows? Well, we cannot change this out of our control.
The game.
We just have to deal with it as time and take as many hits as you can.
Within moderation, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't taken one so far this game. I'm really tempted though. Right? I'm so tempted to strengthen my bench.
So just to reiterate, you've done a forward to Dennis, right?
Yeah, I did Armstrong to Dennis.
Armstrong to Dennis, and then that was your free transfer, right? So if you were to make more transfers, it would cost you a -8, most likely.
Yeah, I'll have to make 2 transfers most likely.
All right. Well, as we can see, you haven't made those transfers, but do stay tuned to Swang's Twitter, which you can see down below, FPL_Swang. He'll probably show us and update us on what he ends up doing. I see the captain is on Salah and vice captain on Benteke. I mean, Salah, I think the less said, the better. They're facing a Newcastle side that are so poor right now. And Benteke, vice, pretty good choice, and from a different fixture, right? Which is important.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. It's not in the same fixture.
There you go. Yeah, and I think that would be quite important given the weird abruptions to the game week. Sam isn't here, but I am able to bring up his team. That's his game week 16 team, which we saw yesterday, 24 hours ago. But we can kind of make do with this. He's communicated that his moves are he's looking to do Ronaldo to Watkins. So as you can see, sorry, it's probably not the best format because this is the team from last game week. But this will turn into Watkins. Could be a pretty good forward pick. They face Norwich, pretty good fixture. And yeah, he'll be putting the armband on Salah with Watkins on the vice. He doesn't really have a bench if you think about it, because it'll be Tony, Cancelo, and Dallo
Two
if
more.
Foster.
Oh, it's gonna start. Oh yeah, he has Zalo as well.
He's kind of banking on Livermento to start. Otherwise, he'll have 10 players. But
Yeah. Same as me.
that is his team. Yeah, I think a lot of us are getting shafted with issues to work with, especially if we own a couple United players. It's a bit of a rough one.
Yeah. You know, I took a -8 last week to bring in Dalot and Ronaldo.
Oh goodness, and that didn't. I mean, I guess in the game week it worked out, but
It paid off in that
it
game
paid
week.
off, but
Yeah.
not this game week.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I mean, yeah, what can you do? You just gotta flex. So yeah, stay tuned to Sam as well. Yeah, so Sam hasn't made his transfers, but stay tuned to Sam's Twitter as well. It's in the title. Samuel Samuel
Underscore.
_DB _021, and yeah, he will probably release it there. What moves he makes, but just to reiterate, Ronaldo to Watkins, and essentially he doesn't really have a bench. Captain on Salah and vice on Watkins. Good stuff, boys. All right, we can move on to. Do you want to talk about press conferences and then Ronaldo? I reckon we could do that.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
just
proceed
kind
with
of
that.
rush through the press conferences.
Any interesting news that came out?
Other than the fixtures being like postponed. Let's have a look.
All right,
Let's
let's
have a
go.
look. It's worth having a look. I'll bring it up right now. Sorry, please bear with us.
I mean, all of us know that the Man United Brentford game is postponed because of a COVID outbreak in Man United, and they have to close their training ground.
Yeah, thank you, Swain. So, if you're not aware, but I think a lot of people should be aware by now, the Brentford United match for game week 17 has been postponed because of an outbreak at a training ground, I believe. So they just, out of uncertainty, they have just decided to postpone that match. Let's have a look here. We'll see if there's any game week 17 news. West Ham, David Moyes, that West Ham are COVID free, but they have injuries. Cresswell could be back against the match for Arsenal. Okay, that could be big for anyone owning.
I mean, West Ham normally have a very stable lineup, so it shouldn't be much of a worry.
True. So it's worth mentioning, but maybe not too heavy. Palace. Vieira confirms that Anderson is fit and available. Okay. They face Southampton, right?
Yeah, and Southampton, I think all three of their strikers are in doubt, isn't it?
Ooh.
Like Adams, Armstrong, and Broha, all in doubt.
Well.
Tough. And if Guaita still doesn't keep a clean sheet, I'm speechless.
We'll have to see. But this should be good then. Fit and available, Anderson.
Yeah, but Tompkins did score the other day, so I'm not sure if Vieira will drop him immediately.
That's true. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Wolves, there are no fresh injuries after 16, but then, of course, Jimenez is suspended. Johnny, Neto, and Mosquera are still out.
Yeah, not much changes. All of them are long-term injuries.
Yeah. I guess the only issue here is Jimenez. Wolves might be lacking a bit of attack.
I mean, they only scored one goal in the last 5 games, so...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's pretty poor.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't know if all the press conferences have happened, but I doubt. I don't know. But
we should talk about this. Look at this. Your captain, your lovely captain.
I don't really know what's happening. I had to read it, but obviously Arteta's been kind of vague, as he should be. But it's just kind of confusing. Obviously, if you're not aware, Aubameyang has missed the last game because of disciplinary breaches or something. And so, yeah, Arteta mentioned that the players have a couple non-negotiables. I guess Aubameyang might have broken a couple rules maybe. And so He's no longer captain, so he's been stripped of captaincy. And yeah, there's just a lot of uncertainty. I don't think a lot of people own Aubameyang, so this shouldn't be an issue. But does mean that Lacazette is back in the picture for the long term, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot see Aubameyang recurring from this. How could you, as the captain, break the code of conduct?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's kind of. I'm pretty intrigued. I'm not gonna lie.
I think this is typical of Arsenal.
Okay. All right. Perfect. It's back.
All right.
Good to have you back, Swing.
Let's see if there's any injury news about Arsenal. It's like,
Yeah, let's
the
see.
obvious.
I don't think
If you,
so.
I mean, if you have Aubameyang, just sell him. I don't
Yeah.
expect anybody to have them.
Yeah. First the traffic, and now disciplinary. I think is worth selling. It doesn't appear to be any injuries though. So yeah. All right. Any more?
sign.
Okay. Watford, Siralta, hamstring, and Adam Messina injuries. Kabasele out a few weeks. It doesn't seem like anything changed, right? I think those were
Yeah, I mean, those defenders are still out.
right.
Not much.
Okay.
Not much to talk about.
Any more? And I guess this right here,
That's about
United
it.
confirmed.
I mean, most of matches, there are matches on Thursday, and I don't think we'll get a press conference before game night.
Yeah. So I think
That
that's
did
it.
not help.
Let's just scroll a little bit down. I don't think there's anything else. Is that? Wait, that's.
Okay, read about that. Pep did say everyone's fit. Except Torres. She good?
Cancelo is suspended, of course.
Yeah. Yellow
Tony
card.
expected back if game goes ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Frank said like he doesn't know that if Tony is fit enough to start, but you have to think whether he comes off the bench or starts.
There's more here. Sorry. There's more. So we got Aston Villa. Gerrard confirms that Nakamba won't be available, and also reports a couple of unnamed cases of COVID. Oh my gosh.
So do you want to buy a Villa player after that? It's very vague.
It's so vague.
Due to medical confidentiality, he cannot really reveal the names.
Yeah.
Which is a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Well, we just have
Something
to
to
hope
take
and
note
pray.
of.
If you hope it's not Watkins then.
Yeah. Or anyone major for that matter.
Yeah.
Southampton, Che Adams, not 100%. How long it'll take? Definitely not available for Wednesday. So, right, that right there.
That's one striker down.
One striker. Okay, there's a bit more here. We got Hanson Huddle, Broja and Armstrong. Happy the injury's not too serious. So if it's early enough for Wednesday, we don't know yet. It doesn't look bad. It's pretty vague, but I would still.
It's
quite
more
doubtful.
positive than negative.
That's true. We'll have to wait and see then. But I mean, you've made your transfer already to Dennis, so I think you don't have to worry.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with Armstrong anyway.
True. Got Brighton. Duas Dunk, man like Dunk, won't be available until January, so he's out. Sarmiento, I don't know. Okay, Webster, outside chance for midweek. Duffy is suspended, as we know. So
that's a very, very weakened defense.
Trossard is fine. Lallana has got a chance of making the bench. Welbeck is making progress, but too soon. My bad. All right, United. I mean, it's just kind of irrelevant now, isn't it?
The game is not happening, so.
Yeah, so the game's not happening. This is kind of irrelevant. Man City, everyone is fit except Torres. For Pep, that's a pretty good press conference, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, but means the roulette will be even tougher because he can choose everyone. But I think if you have Bernardo Silva, shouldn't be a problem. He should start.
Yeah, that's good. Do we have anything else? Burnley, touch and go with Max Cornet. We'll have to wait on that one. Challenges if he can't make Wednesday. Okay, that's really vague too.
I mean, Sean Dykes loves the touch and go quote. He always says that.
Touch and go. Burnley's still a bit like Barnsley's a bit longer terms. Stevens is back out of COVID but needs to catch up. Okay, well, not too bad. I think the big thing was Cornet. I think more people own Cornet. Leeds, no new injuries. At the moment, no news on whether Phillips will be operated on. Okay, so he's still a doubt. Phillips.
I think he's saying that he will miss the game, but they don't know how long he'll be out.
Yeah, that's a good way of interpreting it. Okay, I believe that might be it, right? Norwich.
Yeah. Anything else?
One confirmed case of COVID. Brandon Williams is again available.
I mean, he revealed identity this time. Christos Lawless.
Yeah.
I don't know where he plays. I don't know what position he plays.
Rashika, Zimmerman, and Hanley and Manlai Omo are back. Wait, are all out. Sorry. They're all out. Norman is not quite ready. Gibson will train today.
Man, you can't read today.
Sorry, it's 10:47 p.m. don't know what's happening. All right, Brentford. Hopefully Tony is available. We'll find out later. Kanos is coming back from suspension. Yeah.
I mean,
just depends if the game happens, right?
I mean, yeah, the game is not playing anyway.
Oh, well, in that case, that was kind of irrelevant. All right, that should be okay. That is it. That is in fact it. Hope that helped. We just kind of went through Fantasy Football Scouts Twitter with their coverage of the press conferences. If we missed any, that's apologies on us. I think maybe sometimes it's not covered yet because the press conference may have not happened. So stay tuned for those press conferences if you want more news. It's just the big takeaways here are that the Man United Brentford game is now off for this game week 17. So it's going to be a big talking point. I think now is a good section to talk about that, though. So, don't you think? The case for Ronaldo.
I think a lot of us brought Ronaldo in last week because of the run of fixtures. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's from what I've read, there's kind of two sides to the Twitter landscape. You either hold Ronaldo or you're looking to sell him. That's pretty much it.
I mean, you're not gonna buy him, so that's not an option.
You wouldn't want to buy. You would definitely not want to buy him. There's some chess move there if you're trying to buy him, but I would not do that.
Okay, the problem is we don't know if the Brighton game will go on because of how quick it is. If we have certainty that the Brighton game is out, then I think selling Ronaldo is I think it's no-brainer because 2 matches you're paying 12 million for someone who's not playing for 2 matches. And his name is not Salah. I don't think it's worth it. But if we know that he's going to play against Brighton, then I think it's worthy of holding. Because after that, maybe it is Newcastle. I mean, you will want to bring him back after that. So do you want to take him out and then bring him back in 2 game weeks? Considering you also bought him back the week before.
Yeah, that is annoying. I'm more fortunate because I held him on since. Well, I mean, I've only held him. I haven't sold him yet, so I'm more willing to sell because I didn't bring him in last game week. I think it also depends on your team. If you can't field 9 to 10, it could be quite rough for you. So depends on the team, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm also thinking what the 4 options. They are quite poor right now if you think about it. You look at all the teams. Only Watford really. Good striker option. Because you think at Chelsea, you're not going to touch Werner or Lukaku right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think Arsenal.
No, I guess Lacazette is not a bad shout. It's not terrible, but I mean, there are better options you can go for that are cheaper as well. So Lacazette's not bad though. I wouldn't go against the Lacazette pick.
It's home against West Ham. And Antonio, I mean, when was the last time Antonio scored a goal? God knows
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, so it's very hard to justify someone to bring in for Ronaldo, unless you really need the money to upgrade like your midfield or somewhere else. Right now,
think
I'm struggling to find a reason to sell Ronaldo.
Yeah, I think, but the thing is, right, I think we were talking about this pre-stream, right? And we were thinking, because of the quick succession of game weeks, there's a pretty high chance the Brighton game could be called off as well, right? If
Yeah,
we
it's
had a
really-
week, things could change.
But because the Brighton game could be rescheduled in the midweek, because after the game week, after the Brighton game week, there's a midweek that is free for Man United and Brighton because they are both out of the League Cup. It could technically be rescheduled into the midweek day. So I read from the Brent Kralin's Twitter page, and it's the most reliable. So it's still technically a possibility, but now it's all speculations. We don't even know it's going to get cancelled, but I would say it's more likely to get cancelled than not.
Yeah. I read I always mention him because he's just one of my favorite content creators on Twitter. But Big Man Bakar, his review. Wait, it's the preview, right? His big thread came out for Game Week 17, and his verdict. I mean, I don't know if I can find it in time, but his verdict was that you should if the Brentford game is off, which now we know it is, Ronaldo is probably a sell because, in the busy holiday season, if your bench is not, like feasible, it's gonna be quite tough, and this could be quite a good chance to kind of strengthen the. All right, let's see. Oh, this is not the one. Let's kind of strengthen that squad a little bit, especially if you can't field at least like 9 or 10 players. All right, I'm doing it up real quick.
Okay, Cancelo's suspension came at the worst of time.
It came at if only it was next game week, you know what I mean? Like, it would be a lot easier.
Delay the suspension, man, bro. How did he even get the yellow card? I have no idea.
I think it was a stupid one. I didn't see it, but I think it might have been quite.
Not as stupid as Jimenez.
I guess.
All right.
I guess.
What does Stickman Bakar say?
All right, so
big problem.
So, Big Man says if the Brentford game is called off, which we now know it is, despite the good fixtures with Cancelo already out, benches are already stretched, and it makes little sense to have 20 mil of assets on your bench when there's no guarantee that the Man United Brighton game in game week, I think he means 18, will go ahead if there's COVID in both camps. So he would sell Ronaldo and use the funds to bolster the squad.
Yeah, but who are you going to sell Ronaldo to?
4?
Yeah. I mean, you can buy anyone with Ronaldo. You can buy all the 4. You're not going to buy Harry Kane, are you?
Nah. Here's his recommendation if you want to see that. So he says you need 8 playable attackers. With the funds, you can bring in a City midfielder and then utilize the rest to get an 8 attackers. So I guess it's kind of vague. He didn't really bring up an example of a striker.
Yeah, I mean, the options are just really, really bad right now. The one you think would be like Dennis and King double up.
Yeah.
That's the best option right now, because even though they are not playing well defensively, their attack is still really reliable. And they score goals against Chelsea, score against Man City. They can score goals.
Yeah. I was if I sell Ronaldo, what I was playing with was Smith Rowe to Foden, and then Ronaldo to a budget forward, so like a King or a Dennis, which isn't too bad. It's not terrible. But yeah, that's Bakar's perspective. Is he thinks, given the busy schedule, it might be worth to bolster the squad with those funds freed up by selling Ronaldo.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a tough one.
Attack will be very attractive, but yeah, it's up to you to make a decision whether you want to take the. I mean, you need 2 free transfers to in order to make that transfer work. taking Ronaldo out and bringing him as a midfielder. If you don't have 2 free transfers like Nick has, you need to think long and hard.
Yeah, that's true. I do expect a lot of people to take at least a -4 though this game week, so you wouldn't be too deep in deep water if you were to take a -4
Yeah.
or
Wait,
-5.
are you actually in the cup?
Was that?
Are you actually in the FPL Cup?
Oh, I got knocked out first round. I
Me
lost
too.
really badly, bro. My guy
Yeah,
did
my
well.
opponent had 10 players, and I still lost.
Oh, my opponent had Mbuemo. He had Mbuemo is done up for me the first fixture. Oh goodness.
My opponent
Fair
had
play to
Jimenez.
him. Shout out Alex if you're watching this. Fair play. Fair play.
All right. Okay. Let's go back to the topic.
Okay,
I
back to
think
topic. So
your best replay. If
Ronaldo.
you don't have Dennis, I think Ronaldo to Dennis is, I think, quite a no-brainer right now. Because I mean, he is the top scoring forward.
Right.
Vardy missed the last 2 games. I mean, he didn't start. It's not good news. Now Daka is in the mix. I mean, it's just such a rotation risk for the Leicester forwards. And
It's too much uncertainty, I think. There's already enough
Yeah.
uncertainty as it is, so I think we need
Yeah.
to go for the nail
like,
goals.
like who do you think? Callum Wilson. The fixtures are just horrible. They're playing Liverpool,
Oh,
Man
I
City,
don't like
and
the
Man
look of
United.
Newcastle right now. Do not like it.
Yeah, I think you just bring in one of the Watford strikers. Be your best choice.
I prefer King though. Unpopular opinion. I know Dennis is the highest scoring, but I like King as a pick. You know,
Get both. Get
I
both.
guess you could get both. I would
I mean,
probably if I do make that 2 transfers, then
It's
I
cheap.
might
Both
go.
of them combined is cheaper than Ronaldo.
That's true. That's true.
5.9, 5.8. That's
That's true.
11.7 million.
Oh,
Well, those are the gems that you need to discover early on.
yeah. All right.
Right.
So I guess general consensus is a tough one for sure, but I guess it could be worth downgrading Ronaldo and then spreading the funds to get another midfielder or an upgrade elsewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not given enough information about the Brighton game. There could be a good chance that's called off too, and then it works in your favor to get rid of Ronaldo.
Yeah. I mean, in the situation now, I would bet on it being cancelled more than it going on. I mean, it's a Saturday early kickoff, so today is Tuesday, means it's 4 days away. I cannot see it happening so quickly.
Yeah. And I feel like with a decision with so much uncertainty, you just gotta firm it a little bit, you know? You just gotta stick to your gut and just kind of deal with
Yes.
it. If he ends up
Take
playing,
the-
then
Take the hit.
yeah. As so would say, take the hit. All right. So that's our consensus on Ronaldo. Is he could be worth the sell given the uncertainty of the next fixture in game week 18. Now let's go through the fun part, which we'll need your engagement with as well. The game week 17 fixtures preview.
All right, let's do some predictions.
Let's do some predictions. Okay, hold on. Give me like a few seconds.
We should note this down.
Yeah. I'm gonna need help to note it down. Okay, so fixtures. First up, okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It should be 9 because of the Brentford and United game being called off. First up on the list, Norwich versus Villa. Okay, it's at Norwich.
Wonderful pronunciation.
Bro, I couldn't read last night either, so I don't see why it's any different today. Okay.
All right, Norwich at home against Villa.
What are the thoughts? We entertain any predictions in the chat as well. Feel free. Entertaining.
Yeah, feel free to predict. I mean, Villa's defense has been improved a lot since Gerrard took over. I think Villa's going to grab a 2-0 victory.
Okay, 1 second. Norwich versus Villa. Can you repeat that real quick?
I think Villa will win 2-0.
I'm going to say... I think it's going to be 2-1. I'm just going to say that to Villa. I think Villa will win.
Right.
but Norwich
good.
might just surprise out of nowhere. I don't know. I'll just go with that.
Sure. Why not?
We're not getting any predictions, but I think they might come in as we start rolling with the other fixtures.
All right, let's
City
just-
versus Leeds.
I think Man City gonna trash them.
You think so?
Yeah. I think
I think so too. There's no Phillips, right? And everyone is
Yeah.
fit at City, so
Man City gonna win. 3-0, 3-0. Very routine victory.
3-0 to City. I think it's going to be quite easy for City as well. It's just the extent of how much how much they're going to beat them.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
much
4-0.
What? I was wondering how much respect you have for Leeds.
That's true, yeah. We got Vincent. Vincent, it's always good to see you, mate. He goes 3-0. Oh my gosh.
3-0 Leeds.
Is going to win.
All right.
Hey, bro,
Well,
honestly, like,
I mean,
the crowd.
they
the
did
crowd
beat
got
Man
some
City
good
last
shouts
season with 10 men.
right. The Dallas goal. Oh
Yeah.
my days.
I remember that whole. I think everybody's bench him or sold him, and he scored
He
2
was my
goals.
third sub. My God.
Nightmares.
Nightmare.
Those were the gems, man. 4.5 million gems. All right.
Oh,
Any other
I miss
predictions?
Dallas.
Or
I miss
then we
Omen.
can. Yeah. It's no longer an option right now.
All right. Well, thank you for that contribution, Vincent. Vincent is going against all popular opinions. I would venture to say he's gone for 3-0 to Leeds. Swang has gone 3-0 to City instead. I think it's going to be 4-0 to City. Just a couple interactions in the chat. Hey, Astrolicious, good to see you.
Hello.
FPL teacher. I don't think we've done Twitter questions yet. Are there
No, we
questions on
haven't.
Twitter? I'm not aware of this.
I think there was earlier on.
All right. Well, feel free to drop questions in here if we got time, which I think we might have. Feel free to drop them in. Yeah. Good to see a couple of regulars. All right, let's move on. We got Brighton versus Wolves next. Okay, this is going to be interesting, I reckon, because
I think
is Sanchez out?
I have no idea. I think this game is 0-0. It's got to be 0-0. It just screams 0-0. Both
All right,
teams.
so you think it's 0-0. 1 second.
Yeah,
Brighton. Is it Brighton at home? It is, right?
Yeah, Brighton home.
So Swang thinks 0-0, which, yeah, given these teams, it could be very much so. I think it's a 1-0, but the whom? I'm not entirely certain.
Wolves don't have Jimenez.
Oh, right. Maupay is Maupay out?
I don't think so. I think it's
He's
fine.
not on. No, he's not on. You know what? I think it's 0-0 too, but I just want to say 1-0 to Brighton just because. I don't know why.
All right.
I think a sneaky goal is gonna sneak in somehow. It's gonna be the most like shambolic thing, but I think so.
All right.
We got Radi. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Hadi back again. We got 2-0 to Wolves, so Wolves to win.
Interesting.
Vincent, PP. I think that's
Postpone. Okay, you think the game's gonna be postponed? Okay. No, you think the game's gonna be postponed?
Postpone. Okay, I mean, could very well happen at this current state of affairs. Astrolicious thinks 0-0 as well, so they're all kind of agreeing with you, Swing. Most of them. I don't know if Vincent means 0-0 or postpone, but if he mispressed the 0 button, then he agrees with that.
It's quite close on the keyboard.
It's pretty close. It is literally 0 is above P.
All right.
Yeah, I have a feeling it'll be a very low scoring game. I don't expect much. Burnley versus Watford. Okay. Thoughts?
I think that'll be a 2-2 draw.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Watford can't really defend. Burnley.
That's true. I'm gonna go 3-1 to Watford. I agree that Watford will concede. I just think they might have a bit more attacking prowess. Okay, so Vincent actually meant postponed, so it could very well happen, Vincent, for all we know at this point in time. Astralicious. So the previous Norwich Villa 1-0 to Villa. So okay, so a different result from but agreeing with you, Swing, in terms of the outcome.
Yeah, I mean, same as you. I mean, you said Villa gonna win, no?
Oh yeah, true. But I said 2-1. That's true. Sorry.
Yeah, bro.
City, my bad. City to beat Leeds 3-0. So same with you, Swang. Similar outcome with me, but I've gone for 4 goals instead. And Astros also said 1-0 to Burnley. So Burnley to beat Watford.
Ooh. All right.
Interesting
Not
shout.
bad.
Definitely. Could very well happen. All right. So just to reiterate, for Burnley and Watford, Swang thinks it's a 2-2 draw. I think Watford will win 3-1. But we'll have to see. Next up, Palace versus Southampton.
I think it's gonna be 0-0 as well.
0-0. Okay. Are the defenders back for Southampton? Is my question.
I think Salisu is back. Salisu
is back. Okay. I still think Southampton are going to be on the ropes, and I think Palace are off of a confident win. I think they're going to edge it over Southampton. So I'm going to go 2-0 to Palace. Sorry, Mark. It's Mark, right? Mark.
Yeah, you got his train. I'm so sorry for what Nick did just said.
It's not that I don't like him. It's just I don't know. I don't feel it. Astrolicious thinks it'll be a 1-1 draw. Good shout.
Yeah.
Same with Swing in terms of outcome.
Crystal Palace have conceded 10 set piece goals this season, and did 10 or 8. I can't remember, but the most in the league, and Southampton has the best set piece league in the world.
Of course.
Yeah, in case you know him, his name is James Ward-Prowse.
Oh, I love that.
I had to sneak that in.
Oh yeah, and as you should. All right. So just to reiterate, Swing thinks it'll be a 0-0 draw. I think it'll be a 2-0 win to Palace. Arsenal versus West Ham, the London derby. Okay. I think this is probably the most interesting one because
the battle of fourth.
Yeah, battle of fourth. I think West Ham have a pretty decent record with Arsenal. It is at the Emirates, but
Arsenal are way better at home.
Oh yeah.
Just tight one.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm trying to think. Okay. West Ham came off of a win last game week, right? Against Leeds.
They drew 0-0 again.
Oh right, they
Burnley.
drew Burnley.
Yeah. I think Arsenal gonna win 1-0.
Oh, I think they're gonna win, but not keep a clean sheet. I don't trust our defense at all. So I think 2-1. I don't know. I'm not confident. Right. I will 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay, I mean I'm giving you a lot of respect by saying Arsenal 1-0.
Yeah, you definitely are, but I'm also like trying to be as realistic as possible. I don't trust him. I don't trust the defense. Southampton is a one-off because Southampton were just shambolic. They were really bad.
Anyway. Fair point.
Astrolicious has gone for a 1-1 draw. Fair shout. I think West Ham are really they're all right. They have a couple ropey results, but they have shown that they are worth the top 5. So could very well.
And Cresswell may come back, which is definitely a boost.
Oh yeah, true. Ooh, that could be a big difference. All right, Leicester versus Spurs.
I honestly think this game will get postponed.
You think so? Oh right, that's true. Yeah, okay, I mean we can factor that in as well if you think it'll be postponed.
Yeah, I don't think this game will happen.
Okay. Well, if it was, I'm gonna put postponed. But if it wasn't postponed, what would you say?
I think Spurs gonna win this 1-0 if it happens.
That's a good show. So I mean, kind of biased now, but I think it's also gonna be postponed. But if it was not postponed, I think it'll be 2-1 to Spurs. But the Spurs are gonna score last minute winner. I think.
All right.
Astrolicious thinks 1-1 all draw, but also postponed.
Yeah.
Say wavelength.
Team assist. Postpone is the most likely outcome. I would say.
Oh. Chelsea versus Everton.
Everton's are pretty poor right now, and we are quite bad defensively.
I would still hedge my bets that Chelsea will take it though.
Yeah, I'll say a 2-1 win for Chelsea. Another couple of penalties for Jorginho.
I think 2-1 as well, but I'm gonna say something different. Maybe 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. We'll go 3-1.
Yeah, I believe we can score.
Yeah. Astrolicious thinks it'll be 2-0
keeping a clean sheet. All right.
Which we will take.
Yeah. As long as we change play.
Yeah. All right. To reiterate, Swang has gone for a 2-1 win for Chelsea. I've gone for 3-1, and Astra has gone for 2-0. Astra adds on 2-1 is cruel. We all have double or triple Chelsea. The game's the game.
If you have Rudiger, he's gonna win both the penalties. Come on, this is not a problem.
Yeah, he's gonna shit house his way into getting the penalties again.
He's the most attacking centre back you can get in the game.
Honestly, though. We got Vincent who says 3-0 to Chelsea with a Swang hat trick.
I mean, put the armband on me.
If you're looking for a differential captain, put the armband on Swang and he'll get you that hat trick. Big green arrow for sure.
Unless I'm an Everton defender and score 3 on goals.
Well.
Well,
that would be very unfortunate. All right, we're all backing Chelsea to win one way or another. Astra says United now join the transfer poker, trying to take Rudiger of Chelsea. That will be fun. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
transfer window.
The contract situation is very annoying.
Yeah. Well, that will be quite interesting. Great point to bring up. Last but not least, we got Liverpool versus Newcastle. I think it's going to be
a bloodbath, man. Newcastle gotta get slapped left, right, and center. This game should be 18 plus only. It will not be safe for review.
It needs to have parental advisory on the cover. I think 3-0.
I think 6-0 to Liverpool. And that's being generous.
Might as well, right? We got Astra with 3-0, agreeing with me, permacap. Yeah, if Salah isn't involved, I'm gonna be fuming, man.
I mean, he can come on and do madness as well. I mean, it's Newcastle.
Honestly.
And let's see, he played on Saturday and he has 4 days of rest. I cannot see him.
Yeah, and Newcastle have looked kind of atrocious despite glimpses of form. I think it's gonna be Liverpool, the best attack in the league right now. So
against one of the worst team in the league.
Yeah, one of the worst teams. Astra ventures on to say that Salah is more dangerous than Thanos nowadays. I mean, yeah, if Salah had a gauntlet, Salah snapped his fingers, it would be a goal.
Valid point. That's a very, very valid point.
Yeah. Glad to know we're all roughly on the same page with that one. Swang has gone for 6-0, and you know what? It could very well happen. So, yeah. All right. We've gone through the game week fixtures preview. We have a bit of time, actually. We managed our time very well. Thank you guys once again for your engagements in the comments with your predictions. We always appreciate that. We'll go through Q&A. I believe there's stuff on Twitter now. I wasn't aware, but if there's stuff on Twitter, we'll go through that too.
I don't think so.
Okay, if there's not, we'll go through whatever questions we can find here because I know there were some. We got Hadi. Good to see you again. 2 free transfers. Currently thinking of doing Rafinha to Odegaard. Okay. Still thinking if I should stick to Regulon or ship him out.
Odegaard is interesting.
Um,
I mean, what do you think as an Arsenal fan of Odegaard? I mean, he did score in the last 3 matches.
He has scored in the last 3. Actually, Sam and I talked about, kind of touched on it last night. Sam had a stat, something about key passes. I would not be against it because he's the same price as Smith Rowe, who I think is more owned. So honestly, it's not a bad shout. They play West Ham. Definitely not a pretty fixture, but with the form that he's on, it's always worth a punt, right? Especially if you need to chase. Rafinha plays City, so as much as he's capable of scoring, it's going to be tough. I
Rafinha
would
is also
favor
on
the
pen.
Arsenal game. What was that, Swan?
Rafinha is also on penalties, as proven in the Chelsea game.
True, he is on penalties, so I guess it's quite a close call.
Everything,
Odegaard will
okay,
save you.
there's a second part of the question about Regulon.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I do not think the game will go on, so I would sell Regulon.
Hadi, can you maybe provide? Did you provide your team by any chance? I didn't see it, but if you could, that could make the decision a little bit easier to make.
Yep.
'Cause
Do you have?
if you don't have decent coverage for Regulon, it could be worth shipping him out.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
and considering the amount, you might have a lot of people do own like one of them, Boom or Tony. So
yeah.
the possible mixed fixture is not something that welcome by all of us.
Mm-hmm. We got Marcus back again. Good to see you. His team is
Hello.
Ramsdale in goal, Trent, Rudiger, James at the back, Salah, Smith Rowe, Gallagher, Bernardo, Jota in the midfield, Watkins, and Antonio. I actually have pretty much the same team except Watkins is Ronaldo for me. So it's quite interesting. Foster, Livramento, Cancelo, Davis on the bench. He has 1 free transfer. Planning on rolling. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I would roll. I mean, you can fill 11 players, just roll.
I agree as well. If you end this game week, if you can field at least 10, I think you're pretty good. The bench isn't even that. Wait, no. Livramento.
I mean, he only has Livramento as a cover. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not. I mean, I think all the players in the 11 should start.
Yeah, I think so too. It's also kind of biased. I have a very similar team, with the exception of Ramsdale, but yeah, I would roll as well. Good looking team. Good
Yeah.
picks.
I agree with what Nick just said.
As always, good to see you, Vincent. What's up, you legends? Miss the FPL live stream. It's good to have you back. And of course, in true FPL expectations fashion, Lewis Dunk. He is back again.
Lee Mason is not here tonight.
He's not here tonight, unfortunately.
All right. Vincent, you press the notification bell so you won't miss the live stream, all right?
Tell him again, Swing. Tell him again.
All right. And also like this video, okay? And share it.
Oh, there you go. It's YouTuber.
Subscribe. Oh, I feel so professional suddenly.
All right. We got Hadi. I already got Foden and Cancelo. Not sure if adding Bernardo would be nice. So if you go back to his, well, I mean, we don't know his team exactly. He has 2 free transfers. And has Foden and Cancelo. I mean, Cancelo is probably a hold.
But we want Zala Man City midfield or Foden and Bernardo Silva. I mean,
It's
that's
not a bad
bad
idea.
Yeah, fixtures are great. Leeds and then Newcastle. It's a great fixture to have a Man City attacker. I mean, I wouldn't say no to a triple up of 2 City mids and 1 City defender.
I agree. So yeah, I think that should be fine, Hadi. Yeah. I mean, in a gaming like this, I feel like it should be.
You have players on the pitch. I think that's good enough.
Yeah. Dimish, Ronaldo, and Mbuemo for Watkins and Foden.
-12.
Made the Ronaldo transfer.
Oh, damn! That's bad. He
That's
made the
pain.
transfer.
I really feel for you. I really feel for you.
Oh no, I'm so
Sorry
to
about
hear
that. Wait, hold on. So have you done this already? I think you have, right?
I think he already took a -4. So in order to make these another 2 transfer, it'll be a -12.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
I think. I mean, if you're in the comments, you can clarify this. Dinesh.
I'm gonna have a quick stroll. Okay, no answer yet.
I mean, do you think Foden and Watkins can outscore Ronaldo by 12 points?
I mean,
think so?
honestly, I don't know. Could very well happen.
Yeah, and Foden is like a goal, a clean sheet, and he gets like 9 points. Watkins get like appearance points of 2. And that's almost 12. And you want to do it? I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Especially Foden. I don't mind that.
You're gonna really hope Norwich do their absolute worst so that Watkins can really pay back that negative
Yeah,
12.
man.
I'm so sorry. That's so painful to see, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Kobe, man.
it is what it is. Game to game.
Cannot control what cannot be controlled.
Yeah. Astrolicious. Do you like an expensive switch from Gundo to Sterling, who seems to be back in form and most likely nailed as far as this is possible with Pep?
I mean, with the money and Gundogan, I mean, Pep did say Gundogan hasn't been like in its top form recently, while Sterling has been firing and starting.
Yeah.
But I worry that this could be the end of the patch because Man City have all their players available now, which rotation. I mean, my number one pick would be like Bernardo Silva just because of the minutes right now. Because right now minutes is the most important thing.
Yeah. I agree. If you have the money though, and you don't have
I wouldn't look at Sterling.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I guess so because he's like 10 point something, right?
Yeah, that's like crazy money when you can get like Foden for 8 million, Bernardo Silva for like 7.5 or something.
Yeah. And that's a good point there, actually, Swing, when you talk about, we have to remember it's still Pep and he can rotate anyone at his power. So at this point in time with the busy schedule, rotation is quite inevitable and it's Pep, so it'll be like compounded. So just be aware of if you were to bring on a City player, just know that there's always that risk of Pep roulette. So yeah. I think
especially if you're switching between Man City midfielders.
Yeah. There you go. So Swang sounded not in favor of upgrading to Sterling because you can get Foden or Bernardo Silva. I think we can assume you have Silva, but if you don't have the likes of Foden, then you can get Foden for a better value, yeah. I reckon.
The 3 million you save can be used elsewhere. I reckon.
I agree. Hope that helped.
Any other questions in the comments?
I think we're getting like the
predictions.
Vincent says, surely the 2 games tonight are safest. We should have heard by now if the games are called out. That's a pretty decent point. The 2 games tonight, Norwich versus Villa and City versus Leeds. I haven't heard anything, so.
Yeah, I think it's kind of quite late right now if they want to cancel it, especially when fans are due to attend the game.
True. So I guess it's safe to assume that it's safe and it's probably like locked in. I guess you could say.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do if they are gonna get canceled.
True. It's out of our control. But that is a good point, Vincent. Vincent also returns with a longer question. Ronaldo, Rafinha, Brownhill, 2, Silva, Foden, and Watkins are -8. Should I go ahead? I need to play Rafinha, Livramento, Brownhill is making no changes. Okay. I like it. I don't know.
To Watkins, Rafinha. Oh, it's going to double Man City. I mean this. I like. I think the -8 can be paid off in that move.
Yeah, and considering who he has to play if he doesn't make, Livramento is a doubt. Brownhill, and then Rafinha against City. It's not
Yeah,
hot.
that's like 2 points, 2 points, and 2 points.
Yeah.
I'm in favor of the hit. I'm in favor. I like
And
that.
-8's not too bad in this game week, I think, too.
Yes.
So should
Vincent,
soften the blow a bit.
do that. Make that move.
Hope it works out for you, Vincent. Hadi returns with I got my bad. Hadi, I got James, Trent, Liver, Cancelo, Regulon, so you could try your luck. Okay. So Cancelo is obviously it's not gonna play. Livermento's a doubt.
Sam is in the
Ooh.
chat.
Sam is in the chat. Hello, Sam. Good to see you. What's the rest of your team? Because if you have decent attackers, I think maybe gamble on Liver.
He has Foden and Rafinha.
Oh, right.
The other
Yes.
rest, I do not know. Let's assume it's Salah, okay? This is the third one. Let's assume it's Jota.
Yeah, Hadi, maybe if you don't mind, maybe provide us a bit more context.
Write your entire team down, and we can.
If you don't mind. Otherwise, we'll try to help you. Okay, so going back to Dimish's question, the -12. In response to what we said, I will just do it.
All right. Good luck, Dimesh.
Keep us updated. That would be quite interesting.
Tag Nitro and me when the boost when they score a goal. All right.
Right. Every time this. Okay, who are we looking at? Every time Foden and Watkins score, we'll remember you. We will remember you. Astra has 3.4 in the bank, so I think you can actually do it, right? The Sterling trade, but I think we concluded not in favor of Sterling, right?
Yeah. I don't really like Sterling at this price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess the issue here is you can get better value midfielders.
All right.
Sam, who is meant to join us, he says internet is now back and working. Good to see you, mate. Hopefully, we'll see you in the game week 18 preview. Wait, no. Hold your horses, Nick. It's game week 17 review once this game week is done, and then back-to-back shows again. So good to see you then. Swang says hi, Sam. Astrologist says the worst thing of having no internet is to have slow internet. Actually, that's kind of true, you know.
Yeah, I'd rather have no internet than slow internet.
Because the slow internet is teasing you, you know. It's like, oh, it might load, it might not. It's like rolling. So you never know.
It's like letting you lick a little, but you cannot eat it.
Yeah, exactly. It's so annoying. It's teasing. Naughty. Vincent says, my season goal was to finish first in the FPL Expectations Mini League, but the team losing my Regulon is out of the world. Any tips on catching this?
I wonder who's that.
I wonder who that is.
Who's the manager of the losing my Regulon?
Well, I don't know, Vincent. I think you just have to
copy his team right now.
Copy his team. Player wildcard. Copy his team. I want to put it out there that I've been very lucky. I don't know how it's worked for me this season, but a lot of decisions have worked my way. So, very fortunate to be here. You guys are giving me a lot of support, which I really appreciate, and I'm excited to see where we go. This game we could be
where we get display your OR on top of your
on my like a Sims.
Yeah.
On the Sims icon. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, Vincent. It's only like halfway through the season, so anything can happen. We'll have to see.
And right
Hadi
now,
is back.
It's chaos.
Yeah. We'll keep grinding though. Hadi is back. His is this team: Brownhill, Gallagher, Rafinha, Salah, Foden, Vardy, King, Wong. And the defense was James, Trent,
Livermento, Cancelo, and Regulon. So let's assume he's gonna start James, Trent, and Regulon. And
yes.
Gallagher, Rafinha, Salah, Foden, Vardy, King, Huang. So he will bench Brownhill, Cancelo, and Livermento. That's what I would do.
Repeat the bench again, sorry.
Okay, I assume he's gonna bench Brownhill,
Brownhill.
Livramento, and Cancelo.
Okay, so-
It's either Livramento or Huang, because
So he's banking on Regulon to start, which
yeah,
is it could be unlikely.
or the game to even happen.
He mentions he has 2.6 in the bank.
Does he have a Man City midfielder? No, he doesn't have. Oh, he has Foden.
He has Foden, which is pretty good coverage.
To Huang to Dennis.
The Watford double up.
Do Huang to Dennis. Bench Brownhill, Livramento, and Cancelo. Ooh, that would be. I mean, I'm tempted to do that if I were him.
You think so?
Yep.
Ooh.
The Watford
So he
double
would
is
play
quite
he would
tasty.
play a 3-4-3.
Yes.
Yeah, he would play a 3-4-3.
After that, he
What
will
do you
have
think,
a-
Hadi?
After that,
What do
he
you
might
think?
have headaches. He might have benching headaches after this. Which
Ah,
Watford
yeah.
forward. But you know what? There may be COVID next time. Just this week, focus on this week. Now we are all going for short-term planning. Long-term planning is out of the window.
Honestly, with so much uncertainty, we don't know, man. So, what do you think? Feel free to. I mean, you don't have to take our advice, but uh, I'm in favor of what Swing said. It's not a bad idea. You play a 3-4-3. You play James, Trent, and it's Regulon, right? And then Gallagher, Rafinha, Salah, Foden, Vardy, King, and then Huang. You change to Dennis, Watford double. Uh, he's responded. He goes, "I think I might just take one free transfer, save two for the next game week, which is a really good move, and think all over. It's not a bad
I
move.
mean, if you need more time to think, you can just roll it.
Yeah,
And
if in
considering
doubt,
it's
just
like
roll.
11:30 right now. The brain is not working at its sharpest.
Yeah, the last thing you need are some rash decisions. So, um, yeah, that sounds like a plan, Hadi. And thank you for the kind words, Vincent. I really appreciate the support. You guys inspire me every day. Okay. I think those are most of the questions. We've just hit 2 minutes past 1 hour. Thank you guys again for your engagements and your questions. Always great to interact with you guys. It's always a pleasure. The deadline is coming up very soon. It's like 3.5 hours. Is that correct? Or
It's
something like that?
2:15 here, so
2.5.
2 hours and
Wait.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. Kind of weird like that.
That's 2:15.
Hadi says Asian fans have to make these
Yeah.
decisions at this hour. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I miss those 6 p.m. deadlines. Then give me back those 6 p.m. deadlines.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. The 6 p.m. deadlines. My goodness. But yeah, as always, pleasure to have everyone on. Swang, as always, good to see you back on the show again. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Unfortunately, we couldn't have Sam on, but hopefully in the the subsequent deadline streams, FPL expectation streams. I cannot talk very well. I do apologize, but we hope to have him on again and have him join us. Swang,
Nick has
last
passed
few
his
words you want to
bedtime.
say to the audience.
All right. I think we all need to sleep soon. So good luck for the game week, and hopefully COVID will stay away from us from forever. All right. Good luck and good night, everyone.
Yeah, that is definitely a hope. Wise words from Swang himself. Do follow him on Twitter. I think it's right there. FPL Swang, right there. And yeah, we wish you guys the best of luck. Vincent has put it in 4 words perfectly. Like and subscribe, everybody. We appreciate your support and your engagements as well. Thank you guys for joining us once again on this stream. And yeah, thank you, Swang, once again. So there you have it. That is the game week 17 preview. As always, the deadline is coming up very soon. So please do, try not to stress out too much because there's quite a lot of uncertainty. But the game's the game, right? It's just the game. But yeah, we hope that we can get through this game week as we have for the last couple of game weeks. My name's Nick. It's been a pleasure to host once again alongside Swing. My Twitter is down here, FPL Nitro. Follow the FPL Expectations Twitter for more updates. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate the support as always. Remember to lock in your teams, and we wish you the best of luck. May all of your arrows be green. We will see you guys soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.